So now that we've referenced the machine, we can move around and go into jog again. Mode select, 0 gets you into jog. 1 would be a slow speed. When you're first starting out, get used to moving it in slow speed. Okay. Z is all the way up. Oh, so let's stop and talk about the axes of the machine. X is the long way. Y is back and forth this way. And Z is up and down. Plus X would be going this way, minus X would be going this way, plus Y would be going this way, but let me tell you that that's in relationship to which way the tool is moving. And on this machine, since the tool is stationary and the table moves around underneath it, you need to sort of keep your head thinking about which way do I want to move the tool. Even though you know you're moving the table, which way is the tool moving with respect to the table? So right now we're all the way up at the top end of the Y travel, so we want to move the tool this way. So we would move it minus Y. We're in the slow mode, so it's moving really slowly. Plus minus X would be moving the tool that way. So the table's moving this way, but the tool, relative to the table's moving that way. Minus Z, we're at the top end of our Z travel, so if you ask it to go plus, it's going to fault, because it's already as high as it wants to go. So Z, we're going to bring down. That's how to move things around. If you want to move it around more quickly, go to a faster speed. And if you want to move it really accurately, or this is accurate, but it doesn't have really precise control about where it stops because it's your reaction time. If you go to mode select 5, the control switches from these levers over to this knob. Okay? And you choose your X, Y, or Z with this little rotary switch. So if I wanted to bring Z down, I'm rotating it this way to go minus, and I can bring Z down. That's how you bring the tool down to set up the height of your tool for your workpiece. If you were lining up X and Y, you would set X and Y. And on the screen, this is the absolute position of the tool with respect to the machine's coordinates. 0, 0 is clear down at the bottom left corner of the table with the tool all the way up. That would be 0x, 0y, 0z. Okay, so we can see from this that we're about 14 inches over in X, about 10 inches up in Y, about 2 inches down in Z, which makes sense because we can see about 2 inches of quill showing. If we want to put any of those locations, especially Z, if you want to put the spindle up in order to change a tool, instead of just either cranking it up, let's put this on Z, you could theoretically crank it up and pay attention to this number and not go past 0. Okay? You could also put it in a faster mode and go up like this, but both of them run the risk of going above 0, which would cause the machine to fault. It doesn't hurt the machine, it's protected from that. The easy way to do it is in jog mode. Remember, 0 is jog. There is a home command, H for home. So you can say, I want Z to go home, and it'll put it right where it belongs. Okay? If you ask X and Y to go home, they're going to go home to their tool change position. Okay? And when they move pretty quickly, so you want to make sure that nobody is standing over at the end of the machine where they get run into. If you're standing here operating the machine, you're well out of harm's way. Okay, so let's move it around again. Remember, mode select, 0 is jog, 2 would be a rapid move. Let's bring Z down a little bit, Y down a little bit. Let's move X over and set it right.